And this is just me giving some words of encouragement because I don't know who all gotta hear this, okay? But I know it's gonna help somebody. You do not have to have it all figured out, okay? Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. I am JC. If you are new here from Just Lost JC here or whatever. Okay, so for those of you guys that do not know, if you are new here, I am selling hair oil. So I have a small natural hair business passion project, and so I'm selling hair oils on there. So you can see the coffee bean oil that I'm selling. It actually helped me in my hair growth journey, and it's continuing to help me on the hair growth journey that I'm on now. So if you're interested in the oil, definitely go click the link below if you're interested in seeing my Shopify site, how I've set it up. If that's something that's interesting to you, definitely go click the link below so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about when I am talking about how I started this business. You can see the business firsthand, and if you're interested in oils, get you some too, okay? I do want to also say that I'm going to have an even more detailed video about how I source the products. Don't worry, I've been working on that video. I'm very excited to share it with you guys. But just so you know, I do use Alibaba.com. It's very similar to AliExpress, very similar to Amazon and eBay, all those stores like that. But don't worry, that video is coming with a detailed video on how you do it, especially for beginners, which is kind of the level that I'm started on. I will continue to call myself that because I don't think you ever have it all figured out, right? Okay, the first thing, I said the first thing you need to know, and this is just me giving some words of encouragement because I don't know who all gotta hear this, okay? But I know it's gonna help somebody. You do not have to have it all figured out, okay? Tip number one gem that I could drop in the beginning of this video was how I started my own small business. You don't have to have it all figured out. That's it. That's all. I feel like things feel a bit overwhelming when you think you have an idea and you're like, okay, how am I going to get this? Or I want to make this business. How am I going to get it off the ground? How am I going to make it as successful as possible? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? If I can just tell you, if I can just really tell you, I had no idea, okay, what I was doing at first. No idea. I'm not business savvy. I wouldn't call myself business savvy. I did not go to a business school. I haven't really taken any business courses, even online, which I would recommend. Okay, after I started, I have been looking into marketing classes and all of those things. But yes, I had not at the start. It was just something that I wanted to do, and thank goodness I didn't come with the mindset of feeling like I had to have it all figured out, because you will never have it all figured out, okay? I'm still doing this business and I still don't got it all figured out, okay, honey? We're learning as we go. You learn on the job. That's what this is always going to be. And of course, if you have all those things already, if you have training, if you have, you know, an education, if you have a bit more knowledge, if you have a mentor, maybe your parents that have something, that is also very helpful, obviously. And you want to do research, obviously. But don't feel crippled by the fact that you don't have those things. That's basically what I'm trying to get out here. The next point I want to make is about having the idea. So every business, for the most part, is birthed out of somebody's idea, somebody's passion, somebody's something. And that was very similar to mine. I just had an idea. I had this passion because I was using the product for myself, and it really, really did help me in a time when I needed help. And I remember how happy I was in feeling the hair growth and having the new growth when I had had such a setback in my hair, when my hair was breaking off and thinning. I just remember how happy and excited I was to see that growth. And so when I had another setback during the beginning of the pandemic, I thought to myself, listen, I already know a product that works. Let me use that product to help my hair grow back. And it was from that I was like, wait, other people might be dealing with this. Like, I've had 2 setbacks at this point. Like, I'm not the only one that has a setback and needs some help, child. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me figure this out. So all I had was the idea. So when you have a business, for the most part, it's going to be either a business where you're selling some kind of product, or it's going to be a business where you're selling some kind of service. So you need to figure out what exactly you're selling, what exactly your brand is going to be, what exactly your business is going to be centered around. Now, some do both. There's some places where you can sell, or some businesses that specialize in selling an actual product, and then there's some that actually specialize in selling a service. Let's say, for instance, in the hair realm or in the hair industry, natural hair care, you can have a salon, let's say, similar to a Diva Curl. A Diva Curl, they not only sell their products, but now they have physical stores where they're selling you a service, something that's intangible. For me personally, I do not sell a service, I sell a product. These products right here, meaning that it's something physical, meaning that it's something that you could touch, something that you could use, something that you can eat, more specifically a consumable product is what I sell. So that was the first thing. And if you are doing that, if you are selling a tangible product, an actual product, not a service, that's when you need to step on to the next step, which is where Alibaba.com came in handy for me. Because you are selling a tangible product, you need to first start with getting the tangible materials, sourcing the tangible materials that are going to make this product, tangible product, accessible and easy to sell. Now I know I'm selling an oil. That's what I knew I was selling, a hair oil. Now how exactly? You can't just say hair oil. Now you put a scoop, bring out your hand and scoop the oil in the hand. No, what exactly am I going to encase this oil in to make it something that can be shipped, to make it something that can get to where it needs to get to so someone else can now hold on to this product? So of course I was looking immediately for bottles. So that's one of the first things that I was sourcing for my specific tangible product. Now of course you might have a different product. It all depends on what you're selling, but you want to just make it as easy as possible for whatever you're trying to sell to get to whoever you're trying to sell it to in the most concise and together and effective, efficient way. And for me, of course, that was a bottle, and a bottle in the form of a dropper bottle. Once I had the plan, once I had the thing I was going to sell, and then an idea of the vessel that I was going to use to sell this being a bottle, that's when I started with Amazon. To be fair, first I started with Amazon.com, went on there and started looking for the bottle options that they had. And they had some great bottle options very similar to this. And of course you want to be as cost efficient as possible. So of course I've heard of Alibaba.com. I went on Alibaba.com, again very similar to AliExpress.com, went on there, put in to see what kind of bottles they had, the sizes they had, and I was finding very similar bottles, if not the same exact bottles, but for me, a price range that was more affordable for myself. And so it was because of the price adjustments, it's because of the price range that I had for this business, this small business that I was just starting, that I decided to go with Alibaba.com. Now Alibaba is amazing. I'm sure so many of you guys have heard about it. Like, I'm sure I can't be the first one that's mentioning it, but it's great because it is perfect. It specializes in sourcing materials for small and medium businesses. Why? Because you can get things in bulk. You can get things in a higher quantity, but not having the cost be too outrageous, because you are communicating and shopping directly with factories in other countries a lot of the time, sometimes in your own country, depending on where you are, but still, it makes it super affordable and it makes it super efficient to get a high volume of orders in. So the reason that I went with them for my bottles is because of the fact that they had so many different types of bottles. Like I said, I did go to Amazon, and Amazon had some great options, but for this specific bottle with the kind of dropper top that I wanted, and I wanted a top that can screw into place so that when I'm shipping it, pressure isn't going to bust this, pressure isn't going to make it open. It's going to have a lower percentage of spills. I'm not saying it's impossible, but definitely a way lower percentage than a cap that just squeezes on. And so when I went to Alibaba.com, I saw that they had so many different options, not just different options, different sizes, different materials of this bottle, different plastic material, it was just endless. And why? Is because they're one of the leading e-commerce sites, global e-commerce sites. So they specialize in providing whatever service, providing whatever product that you need for your small businesses. And so because of that, they specialize in having options, baby. They specialize in having options, and that was one of the main reasons that I stuck with them, because they have multiple sellers selling similar things, and so you can compare, contrast the prices, you can compare to contrast the material and what exactly works best for you. Let me tell you, you can find almost everything you need, okay, in terms of physical products on there. They have over 100,000 suppliers, okay, and I think over 40 at this point different products for different industries that they have. They're over 40. Oh my God! Okay, so you're looking at this bottle, and yes, it's the bottle, but then on top of it, you can see the label. I was able to get the paper that I used to print also there. There's so much things that you use for shipping, poly mailers. There's so much that goes into when you have a physical product, not only packaging that product, but then getting it to the people that you need to get it, the way you get it there, the shipping labels, all of that goes into it. And I was able to find pretty much everything, except my printer, to be honest, on a site. So I'm just saying. One other thing that I have to mention about Alibaba.com, and one of the reasons that I'm happy that I'm using them, is because of the fact that if you have a small business, a lot of times small businesses can end up growing more than you think they can to kind of medium businesses. And Alibaba is great for having medium businesses, supporting medium businesses, because you can get things in bulk, which is very important, especially when you have all like customs and all that kind of stuff. Getting the more that you can have in your possession, the better, so you don't have to worry about inventory running low, which I personally love. So Once you figure out how exactly you're packaging it, how exactly you're getting your tangible product to be packaged in a way that it could be sent, then you want to look at where, or the medium in which you're going to be selling the products, how you're going to sell it. Now, I decided to go with Shopify.com. There's so many other, there's Etsy, there's Wix, there's Amazon too, to sell your own product on there. There's so many different ways that you can sell. I wouldn't recommend any personally, because I know a lot of people that have had great success with Etsy. And that's a free service, so you don't have to pay, unlike Shopify where you do have to pay every month, I believe. Hopefully this was helpful. As I said, I'm going to have a step-by-step video coming on how I use Alibaba.com to source my products, because it can seem very overwhelming and a lot at first when you look at it, but it's actually quite simple, more simple than even I thought it was at first. So I'm going to be having that coming up. And if you have a small business, or if you're thinking of a small business idea, I would suggest looking at Alibaba.com. I'm going to have the link down below, just to, you know, peruse, do a little eye candy window shopping, just to see if they would have anything that you're interested in, and I'll show you exactly how to do that in the video coming up. So that is all. That is it. Again, if you're interested in some hair oils, definitely click the link down below. Let me know if this was helpful to you, and if you're interested in seeing the other content that I have around small business, definitely let me know, because I do enjoy doing this. As I'm learning, I want to help other people too. So yeah, that was it. That's all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Okay? Bye guys.